Hi fandom, this video is maybe I would call it a think tank after some chatting with the fandom and some podcasting. It has been a ever present concern of the fandom why in some cases a beloved character, Carol, who's really well versed in fighting, combat, strategy, acting, cooking, all of that good stuff, wanted to sit out this current fight we have with Negan and the Saviors. Please remember that the information or the pictures and the content of this video belongs to AMC. I'm only using it under fair use guidelines for fandom discussion. And basically, I love The Walking Dead, so I can ramble on forever. But we're going to try to control it a little bit this go round. So, some of our information is comic spoilers, predictions, but basically, you should not, completely watch this video. If you're not already caught up to season 7 of The Walking Dead A section, we stopped at 8. There will be spoilers, so run if you don't want some. I say that over and over again, so just some people don't like it. I like knowing what's going to happen. It takes away the element of surprise in some aspects, but to me, it's something to help calm down my anxieties about some of my beloved characters. So that's neither here nor there. If that's your thing, then you're welcome to watch this later on. So as we were discussing Carol, and it's very clear currently that she is using a lot of Michonne's storyline from the comic, that there was a period in the comic book where Michonne did mention to Rick that she was tired of fighting. The writers of the show decided to stretch it out a bit, and that is a concern for a lot of the fandom, I guess. It's a concern. It's a concern because you have a able-bodied fighter who's not fighting. So that's obviously a concern. That's where the balloon effect comes in. We have a balloon with a finite amount of air. You press down on one section, it expands the other section. This allows our B and C and E characters to, as the slogan now is saying, rise up. Everyone else can rise up. We had to lose Abraham. We had to lose Glenn. And for the time being, we've lost Carol because of her head injury. In a video I have already posted, she went from being all about the fight, protecting, to basically not wanting to do it anymore. In her defense, she did trip, and she did get I don't know what to say, the hardest body slam I've ever seen on The Walking Dead from Morgan. And I think maybe she has a concussion or her equilibrium is off. That's my assumption, of course, could be wrong, but that explains how she goes from 50 to 0, back to 50, back to 0. So while she is reflecting and will have to at some point come to understanding that you have to adapt to the environment, it does allow some of the characters that we have that don't always get a chance to shine that opportunity. So in one aspect, it's a good thing that Carol is sitting on the bench, long story short. We have Morgan. He wants to save all lives, but then he didn't want to force. He wanted to force his thoughts, then he didn't want to force his thoughts on people. So right now, he sort of wants to be quiet, which is cool. But just like Carol and everybody else from our team family, Rick's group, Alexandrians, survivors, He's going to have to get involved. There's no way. They keep telling us about how formidable Negan is. I included Heath as an honorable mention because he became a kidnapped, escaped something. We don't know where he's coming from, where he's going, but he'll come back eventually. Eugene, he's an honorable mention as well because he's been taken by Negan, so he won't be able to help us directly. He may help indirectly, but we'll have to see in season 7 and beyond. So we have Tara. She has information she's trying to hold on to. We have Aaron, who did a really good job in episode 7, 8, showing why he is completely dedicated to the cause. But I didn't see him moving toward that Hilltop. So he's still at Alexandria. You have Carl, who has stepped up a lot in season 7. A lot of it is comic spoilers and everything, but we needed him to step up because his dad was taking a breather, so we needed him to attempt to kill Negan and not do it, and take the bandage off and get captured and make spaghetti with Negan. Then we have Gabriel. He stepped up a lot. I don't personally like Gabriel because I'm still mad at how he was acting in season 5 and 6. So I need to get over that. But I will acknowledge he did a good job of stepping up in season 7. And we need him more than ever because due to some recent deaths, we need a babysitter, for Judith. And he did come in handy with helping to hide Maggie's location in our relationship with the Hilltop. The Hilltop is not fully disclosed to the fandom, the true significance of what they can do to contribute to our fight against the Saviors and Negan. All we know for sure right now is it's a place where they can go to and meet up. Negan doesn't quite know, or Simon doesn't quite know that they have a relationship yet. Well, hold on. They do know they have a relationship, but because of Gregory's brown nosing, they sort of have a pass right now, I think. Some characters they had a chance, or right now having a chance to step up, are Rosita and Sasha, also known as Abe's girls. They're both wanting vengeance. We're not really sure of the extent of what Sasha's wanting to do, but Sasha is also trying to help Maggie with a baby, and that's an awesome mantle because if she has a high-risk pregnancy, she's going to need a person that can actually do a lot of the moving and lifting and so on and so forth. So having Sasha, Maggie, and Jesus at the Hilltop is good. Rosita had a lot of fire. She was willing to try to kill Negan and get killed. I don't know if we should call her the Bullet or Scarface now, but she did a lot of good activity work in this season 7. The next thing we have is the last person I'm going to mention is Sasha. Again, she's helping Maggie, but she also had that secret conversation with Paul Jesus. So we don't quite know what her part is going to be in the future, but we do know that there is supposed to be one last death that completely, I guess, pushes our group, Rick's group, the Alexandrians, the survivors, into all-out war with Negan. We're building onto it and leading up to it. She seems to be a good candidate for it, but I'm hoping that they find another person to be the lamb for us, because she does have a lot of value in this story right now. But that's me rambling. I'm done. Basically, long story short, Carol had to sit on the bench. Everyone else was able to play, or is right now playing. So once everybody gets, I guess they get maybe some momentum, will be a good time to introduce her back into the story, where it's not just about her saving the day this time. This time it's about a group effort to take over or change a evil regime. So thank you for your time. Thank you for subscribing, liking, commenting. I greatly appreciate any comments and feedback. I love talking about The Walking Dead, so all are welcome. And we have season 7B to look forward to in about 2 months. Have a great day, afternoon, morning, night, evening, whenever you're watching.